Sup gamers, today I'm going to be teaching you how to cook a sandwich. This is a pretty easy sandwich. It can be made with literally any variation of these three ingredients. All you need is some kind of bread, some kind of cheese, preferably shredded, and some kind of meat. And also a heat, I guess. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to have to take your ground meat of some kind and turn it into patties. That's pretty good. Now, all the other cooking YouTubers will tell you to use a spatula when cooking patties, but that's just because big spatulas gotten to them. So I'm going to use a fork here just to go against the norm. Other cooking YouTubers will also tell you to put some butter or fat or something in the pan, to stop, so it doesn't get burnt and it has, some of the buttery flavor goodness. But I like mine having a little bit of a sear and a burn, so I'm just going to take my anti-consumerist fork here. Good patty right there. And now we're just gonna wait for that to cook. Every once in a while, look under to see if there's any browning, and I'll just cut to later. Now that we've flipped it once, I'm gonna take some of our cheese. We have Colby Jack here, but any cheese should really work here in this step, and just throw a wad of it on top. And now you just gotta flatten it. And you also want to flatten it out a little bit to decrease the cooking time, because it's a simple three-step sandwich. You don't want to take it an hour to cook, do we? Now we got to take that off. There we go. That's a nice thing right there. Now we gotta repeat the process. After you got your patties taken off of the heat, you're gonna wanna take your pan off the heat and then turn the heat off the stove. Then you're gonna wanna take the pan that I just took off the heat and throw it into the sink, which has not been cleaned for several days. Oh God, there's water in it, right. Don't be worried if there's steam. It's a completely normal part of the process. It's at this point that you pray to whatever God there may be in this world that your patty is actually completely cooked through. I do like mine on the medium rare side, but you might have a different opinion. See, that's not completely good for USDA consumption, but in my opinion, the actual pan searing part is mostly just for getting a good crispy sear on it. So you could just throw it in the microwave for I don't know. 10. When you get your meat out of the microwave, you're going to want to put it on your bread. I don't care what bread you got. Bread is bread, to be completely honest. But the normal white bread wasn't good for me, but I didn't have any hamburger buns. So now I cut these in half to check the cookedness. Thank God I did, because they weren't cooked. So you could stack these however you really want. I'm just kind of stacking them haphazardly here, just for a good presentation. Now I put my other semi-stale French bread on top. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a nice stacked sandwich. Ground meat, some shredded cheese, bread. That's just three ingredients right there, baby. And it's insanely easy to make. The only reason this took me like a couple minutes is because I was recording it. There are a few steps you can do if you think that isn't enough. For example, if you really want to, you can take a piece off of the ground meat and give it to the dogs. Lily. Take a piece off. Good dogs. And now the only step that's really left is to take your sandwich, take it to whatever room you eat sandwiches in. For some people it can be the dining room, some people it can be your own room where you have something set up. I don't know. I hope this cooking tutorial was helpful for you. It was helpful for me because I just made it up and made this pretty good sandwich. So yeah, just take the sandwich, watch whatever you want to watch. Have a good day. See you in the next tutorial, which we'll probably never make.